Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my main event live reactions because I did say that I would do live reactions to all the main roster content, so main events included. So I don't even know what's on this show. Probably going to be some like matches with like usually guys that get like jobbed out on Raw, but let's wait. Let's see. I'm going to get right into it. It's very weird because I can't watch it off Daily Motion this time, so I have to watch it off like some weird website that I've never done before. So let's see how it goes. Just waiting for it to load right now. But yeah, I guess we're in for like a decently exciting episode of main event. I really don't know really what to make of it, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm just waiting for the thing to load. It's taking a long ass time, so I can't really. I really hope because what I hate is like I guess Daily Motion got a copyright strike by somebody for uploading it, so it got rejected. So I can't watch it anywhere else. This is like the only way I can watch it, so it's like that kind of sucks. So, but I can't really watch anything else until I watch this episode of main event. So this is the only place I can really find it. I'm just waiting. Just give me a second. I didn't really plan on it crashing like this. I'm gonna just try going to the video again. I hope Daily Motion never gets copyright struck again, because not having that affected me being able to watch this show. Okay, got it. It's showing the WWE intro thing where it tries to tell us it had the same name for years, but it really didn't. It's been the same company, but just not with the same name. Yeah, let's just get right into this show. This is the main event that took place after the Royal Rumble, actually. It's, yeah, I'm quite a bit of ways behind when it comes to WWE content. Okay, Bailey's gonna have a match.
It's Bailey. And what a way to kick off main event with Bailey.
Kind of shows how far Bailey's fallen, that now she's wrestling on main event. Like, she, you know, was like part of the 4 horsewomen along with Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. And, you know, you thought she would have, but before I continue, we have Corey Graves and Big Joseph on commentary. You know, normally Nigel McGuinness is on commentary for main event, but he was sick on this week, so it didn't happen. But anyhow, yeah. And then Bailey, you know, she was doing really well in NXT. She had a great story. Match a match of the year winner in 2015 when she wrestled Sasha Banks for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. And before I continue, we have Bailey versus Sonya Deville. What a bland match that is. I don't really know who to pick for this match, so I'm just going to say Sonya Deville will win because of outside interference. I mean, they kind of dropped the ball with Absolution. Now, it's not completely their fault because of Paige's injury, so that's besides the point. But when it comes down with Bailey, like I talked about before, she was, you know, had a really good run as NXT Women's Champion. She was beating a lot of top stars like Carmella, in NXT anyways, like Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Eva Marie, Nia Jax, had some really good matches with Asuka. You know, even had some really good matches with Becky Lynch and Charlotte down there. And, you know, then she gets caught up to the main roster, beats Charlotte in her first night. Charlotte and Sasha Banks have a really good triple threat match at Clash of Champions for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. And then she gets into like a weird feud with Dana Brooke at Hell in a Cell. Then she wrestled, you know, she was the sole survivor for Team Raw versus SmackDown Women's match at Survivor Series. She got into a feud with Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's title. Failed to win it at the Royal Rumble. Won it on Raw in the main event, and a match that really didn't deserve to be in the main event, and won the title too soon because it was on the same show as the Fiesta Full of Friendship, and that's what really should have been the main event. Then she broke Charlotte Flair's pay-per-view streak, which should have at Fastlane, which should have been at WrestleMania. And then, you know, at WrestleMania, she successfully she successfully retained the Raw Women's Championship against Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, and Nia Jax in a fatal 4-way elimination match. Lost the championship to Alexa Bliss at Payback. And really, ever since her feud with Alexa Bliss, she really hasn't been the same. They did the This Is Your Life thing. They made it, you know, they put her in a match, in a kendo stick on a pole match where she couldn't be extreme, which was the whole story. And then we found out that was to be true. And then, you know, she just started getting booed weekly. They booked her like absolute crap. She had like a little bit of a resurgence when she successfully defeated Sasha Banks to become the #1 contender to the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam against Alexa Bliss. But then she got injured by Nia Jax. And then ever since she's come back, she's just been kind of very stagnant lately. So, yeah. She was a part of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match and kind of didn't really play much of a factor.
What the entire world is talking about, the arrival of Ronda Rousey.
And then, you know, you have Sonya Deville, who was still caught up to the main roster too soon. Right when she kind of started to pick up how to be a wrestler, they just called her up. So, I don't know. Really nothing left to say. I mean, still disappointed about Paige. Like I said, with all the crap that Paige had to deal with getting suspended, getting a neck injury, her relationship with Alberto El Patron. It kind of sucks about what happened with Paige. And obviously you have Mandy Rose, who's just Mandy Rose.
Former Raw Women's Champion this evening. Sliding knee right to the lower back. Oh, great deal of pain for Bayley. And then, oh, I thought she was going back for another knee, but right back to the body scissors.
Before body lock by Sonya Deville, squeezing all the breath out of Bayley.
We talked about the women's division. Talked about the Women's Royal Rumble, which Asuka was victorious in. Still to come, the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line. The big dog trying to recapture the title against the A-lister, The Miz. But Sonya Deville in this matchup trying to gain a victory over Bayley.
Bayley able to fight out. Oh! Create separation any way you can. Trying to fend off Sonya Deville's attack. And oh! That worked. Deville face first into the top turnbuckle.
And Bayley swinging for the fences at the moment. Deville quickly right back to the midsection, which has been a focal point in this matchup.
Smart, you attack your opponent's core. It affects their offense. It affects their breathing.
Well, that looked bad. See, this just kind of proves that Sonya Deville's very sloppy and really isn't ready to be on the main roster.
Pent-up rage inside Bayley. Oh!
I mean, main events really become superstars, so whatever.
Bayley would love to gain some momentum as we are on the road to WrestleMania.
Now goes Deville to the outside.
You can't really gain much momentum on main event.
Various situation for Sonya. Bayley's still trying to recover inside from the beating that Sonya's delivered.
There we see Mandy Rose Page, the rest of Absolution is Bayley.
A nice drop kick to the turnbuckle.
We talk about keeping. Whoa,
that was unnecessary, Bayley.
I mean, it's unnecessary.
Mandy Rose was not a competitor in this match. It was uncalled for. Everything bad that happens to Bayley, she deserves from this match.
Oh, roll up.
Does Bayley have to fill?
And it's over. Wow. That match was really just a two-star match. Really basic.
Bayley overcoming the odds here tonight.
The heart of a one certainly a little worse for wear after the fight that Sonya Deville brought tonight. But Bayley was able to overcome the odds, the numbers advantage of Absolution, and steal victory.
And the action doesn't stop there, Corey, because later on the Cruiserweights take.
But yeah, later on in the show, we're going to have a 6-man tag team match. Lindsay Dorado, Kalisto, and Grandmaster League versus TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Alia Davaria. Could be a good match. Let me just get to it. I can. It's kind of loaded right now. Okay. Yeah, exactly where I want to be, actually. Coming up next, we got the 6-man tag. Because pretty much everything else is just Monday Night Raw recap, so I don't really need to see any of that.
Or will the Luchadors find themselves on the losing end? We'll find out next on Main Event. Welcome back to Main Event. Big news broke this past week on CBSSports.com.
And obviously, we all know the news that the Dudley Boys have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm still pretty happy about that.
It was announced that one of the most decorated tag teams in sports entertainment history will be inducted into the WWE.
Yeah, so far the Hall of Fame class of 2018 consists of Goldberg and the Dudley Boys, so that's pretty exciting. All right, let's get to this Cruiserweight 6-man tag. Really don't have any idea who's going to win this match. Well, I mean, I have a pretty good idea, but it really doesn't matter who wins this match because it's main event, so no one will really know about it. I'm just going to say the faces win, so whatever. I don't really see the heels winning, so.
And what a Cruiserweight showcase we have for you, and we kick things off with the former Cruiserweight champion. And his tag team partner, weighing 175 pounds, Grandmaster League! And you can look through the entire Cruiserweight division. Grandmaster League has been on a roll as of late.
Lindsay Dorado has such generic music. I don't think the song fits him at all. I don't even remember if he had this song in the Cruiserweight Classics, but it damn sure is bland. You can see that it has no merch or anything like that because he just comes out with a 205 Live t-shirt, so. Obviously this team's been very successful. They defeated, Tony Nese, Arya Daivari, and Drew Gulak on a previous episode of 205 Live, and then they defeated pretty much the same team, except instead of Tony Nese, it was Gentleman Jack Gallagher. So, and I like kind of like the team up of the Luchadors. So.
And a cruel winter wind follows Jack Gallagher wherever he goes. And his tag team partner, 190 pounds, Arya Daivari. Well, Gallagher and Daivari may clash in style, but they do have one goal in mind here tonight. That's to pick up the victory.
Here comes Bland TJP. Who's coming off a really good matchup with Tyler Bate in the first round of the vacant Cruiserweight Championship tournament.
Craig, you gonna dab with TJP?
Never, ever in my life will I dab, let alone with TJP. TJP gets under my skin like few competitors ever have. The guy's oozing with confidence, oozing with arrogance. Granted, he's the first ever Cruiserweight champion, but TJP hasn't done much to impress me at all lately.
Well, he certainly shows some confidence, maybe some cockiness, and just flew past his two tag team partners in this six-man tag team match. But you talked about the trio of Grand Metalik, Lince Dorado, and of course Kalisto, and being able to build a little momentum with some victories. Momentum is something that TJP has not found since he returned.
Right, so who's going to be starting off this matchup? Right, it looks like it's going to be Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Lince Dorado. You know, obviously, Jack Gallagher has been someone I've been a fan of ever since he debuted in the Cruiserweight division. I thought he had some really good matches with Fabian Eichner and Akira Tozawa in the Cruiserweight Classics. Nice moonsault. And, you know, ever since when he came to the main roster, I thought I liked his shtick. I liked his feud with Arya Daivari when they had the Gentleman's Duel and the, you know, like the contract signing. I forget the name of it. I think it was called like Parlay or something. And then the I Forfeit match. And then, you know, his Cruiserweight Championship against Cruiserweight Championship match against Neville at Fastlane in 2017 was really good. And then obviously his alliance with Austin Aries and his involvement in the feud between Aries and Neville was really good. His feud with D. Brian Kendrick I thought was very good. And then, you know, his heel turn when he turned on Cedric Alexander I thought was really good. So yeah, I liked it. If you've even been a fan of Grand Metalik, some of his matches on the since he came to WWE, every time he gets in the ring, it's always a different type of matchup. He's had some great matches in the Cruiserweight Classics against Alejandro Ciandres. I don't know if that was his name, but I'm calling him that. Tajiri, Akira Tozawa, and Zack Sabre Jr., then TJ Perkins in the finals. And then, you know, he's had some great matches against, like, Tony Nese, TJP, and 205 Live. So, TJP, first ever Cruiserweight champion.
Oh, face first goes Kalisto. Tag made. Can Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lince Dorado battle back in the six-man tag team match? Gallagher makes the tag. Kalisto makes the tag, and it comes.
And of course, we didn't even get to see any of the heels heat, which is why I always don't like watching the main event match and main event, because they cut out like half of the match that makes a wrestling match. Because we didn't get to see any great tag team psychology with the heels getting the heat on the babyface. It just went straight to the hot tag. This is why I hate. This is one of the things I hate about main event. But yeah, because you have Grand Metalik right now who's getting the hot tag on TJP. Well, there it is. And it's broken up by Gallagher and Daivari.
Here comes the links for the toe.
And Daivari and Gallagher catching. Well, of course, the cat would land on his feet. And a springboard.
Ooh, double springboard stunners. That looks pretty cool. More like a handstand stunner, but whatever. Corey Graves is right. Lince Dorado kind of does look like a cat.
Lince feeling a little crazy right now. Oh, TJP with an interception.
And Metalik covers down and out of 2 comes Metalik. TJP would love to get some redemption on Metalik tonight. Metalik sliding down into the corner. Ooh, TJP 1 step. There's a tag made. And oh! A little miscommunication leading to TJP's demise. Oh!
Right on the bridge of Daivari's nose. Metalik perched up top.
Not for long. Metalik down with the elbow.
I thought that was a fun little tag match. 2.5 stars.
Here are your winners, the team of Kalisto, Vince Dorado, and Graham Metalik.
Congratulations on a big win.
So overall, this main event episode was pretty okay. I would say a decent show. 6 out of 10. All right, that's all. So that's pretty much main event. Only 2 matches. So I'm just gonna click off this video now and said everything I wanted to say.